Started to weaken last week, and then he was admitted to the hospital, and he died on Sunday afternoon from complications of heart problems.
Gary was telling me Arnold Palmer was worth a ton of money the way he did it, because back then in golf they didn't really make that much money in his heyday.
Right.
But Gary, what was he
built over 300 golf courses.
Right.
He invested his money wisely, and he created the Arnold Palmer, which is a drink, which sells like a crazy amount.
Have you ever heard of the Arnold?
Yes, people drink it at my house all the time.
How do I not know about this?
Because you don't go anywhere, you look at a box.
I forgot for a minute. I thought I was worldly for a second.
Jason was just telling me, they say he's worth $675 million.
Yeah, actually, he was one of those innovators in golf. You know, not only was he a great player, but he was the first, they say, to go out and get these endorsement deals.
Right.
That now everyone makes their additional money on.
So the Arnold, just back up for a second. The Arnold Palmer drink
It's iced tea and lemonade.
So I was watching him. Somebody sent me a clip where he was talking about this morning. He would get his iced tea, and then he would pour lemonade in it. And then when the guy asked him what was the percentage, he said, "I'm not going to tell you. That's my recipe."
Because his best year in golf, 1967, he earned $184,000, which is nothing to, sneeze at. But
especially back then.
Back then, when 184,000 was really worth it.
184,000.
184 billion it was worth. But what the guy did, how the hell have I lived my entire life and not known that Arnold Palmer drink is a very popular drink?
Yes, it's delicious.
I gotta fucking invent the drink. I'm gonna do it. You know what? I could tea and lemonade. And you know what? I'm gonna do the same goddamn thing. Except come up with my own ratio and call it the Howard Stern. Fuck him. If people like that shit, I think there's too much sugar in lemonade. I'm not drinking that crap.
Well, this is the thing. It's not that sweet. It's not as sweet as lemonade.
Hey, Gary.
It's unsweetened iced tea.
Buy me a bottle of iced tea and lemonade. Two separate containers. I'm going to combine them with my secret ratio.
Palmer was a sports marketing pioneer, paving the way for scores of other athletes to rake in millions from endorsements. So 4 decades after his last PGA Tour win, he ranked among the highest earning golf pros.
What if I put milk and Dr. Pepper together? Does anybody have that?
Milk and Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's looking for that.
You'd be surprised once I invent it.
He also
Yes.
created what they call the Grand Slam of golf.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he came up with that idea to make golf more important. There are these major tournaments, just like in tennis there are major tournaments and then there are minor tournaments. He created that the U.S. Open, the British Open, the PGA Championship, and one other would be the Grand Slam of golf. And if you could win all of those, you were a super golfer.
How about coffee and Mountain Dew in the exact right ratio that I like?
Yeah, you better get that one right.
I'm going to do it. Dude, that's the dumbest fucking invention. You took iced tea and lemonade and poured them together. How about tea with lime? How about Kool-Aid and pickle juice? I mean, that could have a whole line of drinks.
Look, you just got to get other people to like it, that's all.
Yeah, but certainly coffee and Mountain Dew sounds like a winner, no?
Well, the first time I heard about the Arnold Palmer, I was in a restaurant. And they were like, yeah, I was looking for something like to drink. And they said, well, why don't you try an Arnold Palmer?
Wow.
I was like, what's that? And they gave it to me, and it's quite delicious.
Let me think what would be a good combo with, like coffee, because that's like tea. Coffee and banana.
Banana what?
Banana anything. That's my secret. How about Tang? Yeah.
No.
Tang's my shit.
You got to do better than
How about vinegar and water and call it the Howard Stern douche? Just for ladies.
There you go.
Yeah, my secret recipe, the right amount of vinegar to douche. I mean, to water, and then the douche will be just very fucking awesome. And my name will be synonymous with douche. What an honor. Yeah, you know what? I never got into selling the public items, but sure they can pour 2 drinks together and make a drink.
Yeah, people appreciate that.
Yes, James.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, buddy.
You already had a drink. You told JD about your drink, seltzer and cranberry.
Yeah, that is my drink.
Yeah, that's how
I take seltzer, and then I put I don't want to say how much. No, I'm not going to tell you.
That's your recipe.
That's my recipe, but he's right. That's what I do drink sometimes. You know what, James? You're right. Nobody steal that.
Which is good.
Yes, it is.
Robin, would you like a Howard Stern? What's that, James?
Every time I go to the bar, that's what I order. I say, can I have a Howard Stern?
Well, according to Gary, even the name Arnold Palmer was like, the Arnold Palmer drink was trademarked. So I think even at a bar, if they served it, they had to pay him.
Right.
That's what I got to do with my cranberry and seltzer. Not seltzer, Perrier. See, it's got very specific.
Oh, it's not seltzer.
Right.
I was doing it wrong all this time.
Yeah, you did it wrong. What a dumb fucking thing this guy got.
Yeah, you know, you think it's dumb, but look at what it did for us.
That's my problem. Everything seems dumb, and then most of these products are dumb. You look at most of the products on TV. It's shit you don't need. Anybody can make their own lemonade and tea.
Iced tea.
Guess he just takes the hassle out of it.
It's just
It's
exciting.
already there for you.
It's fucking my mind up. It really is. It's so annoying that he's worth $650 million from putting lemonade and tea together. I didn't even know about it. What else, Rob?
A member of the Miami Marlins, their ace pitcher Jose Hernandez, was killed in a boating accident in Florida early Sunday morning. They slammed into something and it crashed the boat. Yeah, and he died from the impact of the crash. It was not
Never go on
drowning.
boats. I hate boats. I would never go on a
Boats
boat.
are fun, Howard.
Poor
But
guy.
you have to keep your eyes open and be careful.
And the guy was a superstar.
He was a great one of their ace pitchers.
busy with boats.
24 years old. He just announced that his girlfriend is pregnant.
Look at this.
And they say, you know, he had a harrowing time getting here from, I think it was Cuba.
It was from Cuba.
And so, yeah, he attempted several times to get here, even did one of those water things.
And did you read the story about how he was coming over from Cuba and there was a woman in the water like drowning? He went out and saved her and it turned out it was his mother.
Wow.
Like he didn't realize it was his mom out there.
Amazing.
I mean, all this shit, and he gets on a fucking boat. First of all, if you...
Yeah, haven't you had enough of boats?
Exactly.
Getting here from Cuba?
Yeah, I'd be nervous I'd be drifting back to Cuba. No, they never go on a boat. And these people are into boats, they're full of shit.
I'm into boats.
You're full of shit.
Oh,
There's nothing fun about. I've been on Robin's boat, and I got to tell you something. No offense to you, it is so goddamn boring. She's having fun. She's like, watch me drive. And when she, fits her, she's having fun. She's driving the thing around.
I have a great time.
Like an idiot.
You're supposed to enjoy yourself, talking to people.
I saw you almost crash into a...
I didn't almost crash into anything.
How am I supposed to enjoy myself? You know what I love? I love dry land, because that's where we're meant to be. I'm not a fish.
I do like
I'll go in
boats.
the pool if I'm on water. I hate boats, and then you feel so trapped, and then the wind is blowing in your face.
You let this wind blow.
Oh, it is so miserable. I always go below it. Hopefully you're on a boat that has a cabin. If you ever been stuck on a boat, like a speedboat,
Well, when I take people out in the speedboat, it's just so we can drag people around on a tube.
oh, wow.
Or, you know, I can follow the people who are on their jet skis.
Oh, my God.
It's fun.
Boat schmo.
You're a mess. So anyway, here's a couple of
I don't go on boats either. My son is right. Let me tell you, boats and carrying on. I mean, what is that?
I can't wait for the summer so I can get my boat in the water.
Isn't that wonderful? You mean carrying on? What are you doing in a boat with a...
It's cool out on the water on a hot day.
Who are you, Christopher Columbus? Gonna go discover America? Is that what you're doing? Robin,
I'm just trying to enjoy myself.
Anything else in the news, Robin?
Well, I was going to play you some people talking about Jose Fernandez.
Sure.
Here's David Ortiz from the Boston Red Sox.
Such a young, tomboy, great kid.
Marlins team manager,
Don Mattingly?
Don Mattingly.
And when he pitched, and I think that's what the guys will say too, is as bad as he would make you with some of the stuff he would do, you just seen that little kid that you see when you watch kids play Little League or something like that. That's the joy that Jose played with, and the passion he felt about playing.
Hey, fucking Fred, you better cry like this when I die.
I'm going to take notes.
That's a beautiful tribute from Don Mattingly.
He's good.
I like to hear some tears when I go.
It was just announced that Charles Osgood, I don't know if you watch CBS Sunday Morning.
I don't watch it anymore, but I used to watch it with Charles Osgood.
But that was Gary's favorite show.
You know, they did a whole feature on Bono.
Yesterday's show, the entire show was dedicated to the history of Charles Osgood.
Isn't that good?
You know Charles Osgood had a top 40 hit, Howard?
I didn't know that. That's spoken word, right?
I don't remember. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but they showed it at the beginning.
I think I'd been invited to do that show, but I never did it. Because I was like, hey, I don't want to get up that early, and then I realized they tape it. it's like a 60 minutes, but they do it. Yeah, it's like a 60 minutes, but in the morning.
In the morning on Sunday.
All the stories are nice. Like, you know, like they don't do investigative reporting.
Right.
Everything's nice and everything's feel good.
Yeah, it's Sunday morning. Nobody wants a hassle.
Osgood had a 45-year career with CBS News.
Yeah, he did radio, too. He had a
And will
beautiful voice.
continue to anchor his daily The Osgood File on CBS Radio.
Yeah, he's good.
He spent 22 years hosting the top-rated Sunday morning TV news show. It was always interesting that CBS had this great Sunday morning show, but their weekly morning shows have never been crowd pleasers. So it was like, yeah, they can do it on Sunday, but they can't do it any place else. Here's Osgood himself announcing the new host of the show. 1-7.
I'm proud to tell you that my successor will be someone we all know and think the world of. Jane Pauley, congratulations and welcome.
Where'd they dig her up from?
Well, they went to the graveyard of news anchors.
Wow.
And they dug her up. But yeah, Jane Pauley stepping into that role.
There you go.
Taking over in his stead.
I was hoping for Marfan Mike.
Welcome to CBN News Morning. Welcome to CBN News Morning.
Yeah, last week I saw one they did on Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's all depressed.
On her way out up here.
Yeah, I wrote a book. I'm going to actually read it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good because he
Is
wrote
he
it.
saying that he's had lifelong depression?
Not lifelong. Something's depressing him. I didn't really get the
He
gist.
said it started in his 60s. He wasn't sure why.
Oh, I can tell him
I
why.
can tell him exactly why. No fun.
That's not abnormal.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg is probably leaving The View after this season.
No kidding. Why would she do that? That's such
She's
a good gig.
expected to take her final bow at the end of this season of The View. She appeared on the Wendy Williams show on Friday, which she revealed she would most likely not return for its 21st season.
Maybe it's a negotiation.
You think?
Yeah.
Because she said that, you know, she's tired of doing it before.
Yeah, but you know, I remember she was like doing radio and stuff, and it was a real fucking drag. And then she got that gig; it was great for her. I don't know why she, unless they're forcing her out. But it seems to me she's doing a, you know, good job. They like her. She should stick with it.
I think she's getting to do a lot more things now.
Yeah.
And maybe,
Like what?
well, she's been in some movies.
Oh yeah. What movie?
Well, I can't name
Exactly.
them, but I've
There you
seen
go.
her being cast in movies, Howard.
Yeah. All right.
And she's doing a lot more producing, too.
Producing. There's no money in that. Trust me.
So maybe she's going off to do those things. She actually is in the Beatles documentary 8 days a week because she went to the Beatles Shea Stadium concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. and she said she was a huge fan, and she wanted to go, and her mother said no, but somehow her mother got 2 tickets and then surprised her. You know, took her on the subway, and they wound up in Queens, and Ruby said, what are we doing here? And she said, this is Shea Stadium, we're going to see the Beatles. Pope Francis is voicing his support for a Mexican bishop who is opposed to gay marriages. The Pope said yesterday after the weekly prayer that he willingly joins the bishop in supporting the efforts of the church. The Mexican bishops have been vocal opponents of the proposal by Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto to legalize same-sex marriage in that country. So the Pope is not going to...
I thought the Pope was open to somebody.
I told you this Pope is throwing curveballs.
Was he at Shea Stadium, by the way, when the Beatles...
I know everything about the Beatles when they toured. As many as 400,000 protesters took to the streets Saturday to demonstrate against the president's efforts to legalize gay marriage.
It must be great to be gay and like see 400,000 people united
turning
against
out
you.
for your unhappy.
Yeah, so that you can't get married. Oh my God, that's got to make you shake in your pants and force you to live in the closet, which always leads to a nightmarish life and for the people you love. It's just so archaic and so stupid.
Yeah, we just did a story last week where this member of the royal family of Great Britain who had married and had kids.
Right.
Of course, he's now divorced and he's with a man. But that was only because of tradition that he forced himself into a marriage and all of that stuff with a woman. Many protesters and members of the church see the president's proposals as an attack on traditional marriage and the natural family. Get a grip, people. You don't have to get unmarried if gays get married.
There you go. You can have your life and it won't even affect you.
It won't
Screw up your situation.
Yeah. All right, so the big debate is tonight. I don't know if all of the debates will get 100 million viewers, but they're thinking tonight's will. Wow.
Well, Trump said some, wild stuff.